So you're thinking about moving abroad and someone says to you, what are you going to do for money? There's Black people there? So you're going to Africa, right? You know, racism is everywhere. You can't run from it. Who gets to have a say in your move abroad journey? Hi, I'm Krishan Wright, the host of the Blaxit Global podcast and the founder of Blaxit Global. In this video, we're going to talk all about the people who have an opinion about your move abroad, the naysayers. Someone's always got an opinion about something, particularly when it comes to the decision to leave where you're living, pretty much the US, to go live in another country. There are people that are often in our daily day-to-day lives that also make it difficult to get excited because you don't have that emotional support. And oftentimes you don't even anticipate or expect their reaction. What are you going to do for money? There's Black people there? So you're going to Africa, right? You know, racism is everywhere. You can't run from it. Depending on who you're hearing this from will make the difference on whether or not you're giving credence to it. My take is, unless you're paying for all of this, moving my house, getting the plane tickets, paying my rent, and anything else that happens along this journey, you don't get to have a say. But that's not always the easiest thing to do, and that also comes with a lot of mindset work. So this video is dedicated to giving you all the tools and the resources you need to deal with those dream killers, dream bullies that always have an opinion, but that's all there is. A lot of people get sidetracked when it's someone who is close to them that says something that throws them off track. They're not expecting any blowback. They're not expecting to have to explain or even defend their decision. So what do you do then? I read a great book called The Stretch by Tanisha Jackson Warner. And in chapter 3, she talks about dream bullies. I'll make a link to that in the description of this video. To summarize, there's a whole decision tree that helps you decide if this person's opinion holds any relevance to your life. And so as I think about that in relation to my move abroad or yours, I want you to take some of these nuggets into consideration. So here are a few things from the checklist that can help. Does this person believe in me? Does this person believe that I make good decisions? Does this person support my vision or dream? Does this person use affirmative words to speak life into me, into my dream? Moving abroad can be pretty scary and anxiety provoking, so you don't need anybody adding to it. So if the people that you're spending the most time around and that you've shared your dream with is starting to fall into that trap of telling you things that are constantly negative, always raising concerns, never affirming your decision, it also starts to bring into times where you might question, does this person still need to be in my life? When you make a decision to move abroad, that is something that is past and beyond the status quo. And so when everybody's walking in one direction and you're making the decision to get on a plane and hop on over to parts unknown, that is something that will blow other people's minds. So you are being daring and bold. And that sometimes doesn't sit well with the person who, for whatever reason, can't quite grasp. In my video, Cultivating the Move Abroad Mindset, I talked about fixed mindset and growth mindset. As you are growing and expanding and you're visioning and you're creating with the universe what you want for your life, there are things and experiences that you can't take everyone with you. Think about a pyramid. It's wide at the bottom, but as you start to ascend to the top, it gets narrower. That is the same thing with this journey. As you start to go from one level where you were to where you want to be, you're going to naturally lose some people along the way. They may not be meant to be on this journey with you. This is your traveler's journey. So you can decide whether to keep in contact with these people. You can decide in what role they now sit in, And then you're going to be setting up boundaries for how you want to deal, if at all, with the naysayers. I like to think that these people are well-intentioned, but that doesn't mean that they get to have a say or a seat at your move abroad table or a seat next to you on the plane. You have the right to go wherever your heart is calling you. It doesn't have to fit somebody else's move. It doesn't have to fit anyone else's preconceived idea of what your journey should be. This is your life. This is your decision. This is your move. So whether that takes you to one place or another for a year or even 5, or you never return to your home country, it doesn't matter. It's your decision. At the end of the day, it's all about building your muscle, getting you strong enough for this journey. As you're starting to ascend to the next level of greatness and achieving your dreams, you are going to be breathing in a lot of ways rarefied air. You may not know a lot of people who have done it. If you can move beyond the discomfort of letting go of what's familiar, there's so much waiting for you. Remember, if you want something you've never had, you have to do things you've never done. I know you can do it. I believe in you. And all you need is the mindset and support to make it happen.